Once you do this, people will instantly like you, even your haters. Hi guys. Welcome to today's video, where I'm going to share with you 8 powerful psychological tricks that can make anyone like you instantly, even your enemies. We all know that making a good impression is key to building strong relationships, but did you know that with a few simple techniques, you can easily gain respect and admiration and even turn your rivals into allies? From the subtle art of creating effortless impressions to the intriguing Ben Franklin effect, today's tips are based on time-tested psychological strategies that will elevate your social game and make you irresistible to others. Let's dive into these powerful strategies that will transform the way you connect with people. 1. Create curiosity. Creating curiosity is one of the most powerful ways to make others feel intrigued and want to explore you more. When you leave a bit of mystery in conversations or relationships, you create an attractive space that makes others keen to learn more about you. The key is not to reveal everything right away. Leave some question marks in your story, things left unsaid, making them go find the answers themselves. For example, when sharing about a project you're working on, don't give all the details. Instead, only discuss the part you find most interesting and let others be curious about the rest. This lack of information will make them feel drawn to you and want to continue learning more. Creating curiosity is a way to spark interest and build strong relationships. 2. Leverage the name effect. The name trick is a simple yet highly effective technique for building relationships and making others feel special. When you use someone's name in conversation, you not only show attention but also make them feel recognized and respected. Psychological research has indicated that a person's name is the sweetest word to them because it's how they identify themselves. When you use the other person's name, they feel closer and more connected to you. Especially when you naturally and appropriately use their name in conversation, it creates a strong bond and makes the listener feel comfortable. However, you should avoid overusing their name too often, as this may come off as insincere or make others feel uncomfortable. The benefit of the name effect is not just about making a good impression, but also helping to build respect and establish long-lasting relationships, which in turn makes it easier to attract others' attention. 3. Creating a pleasant first impression. Effortless impression. Most people make a mistake right from the first meeting. They try too hard to impress. They think they need to say something interesting, make funny jokes, or stand out in some way to make others like them. But in reality, the opposite is true. To be liked, you don't need to try to shine. Instead, focus on making others feel comfortable when they're around you. Rather than worrying about what they think of me, care about how they feel when they're around me. A gentle smile, friendly eye contact, and a simple but sincere greeting. These small things create a natural and attractive impression. When you help others feel safe and comfortable, they'll remember you as someone special, without you needing to say too much. 4. Ben Franklin effect. Want someone to like you instantly? Ask them for a small favor. It might sound counterintuitive, but that's the Ben Franklin effect, a powerful psychological principle. When someone helps you, their brain subconsciously creates a reason to justify that behavior. I helped this person. I must like them. This makes them start to feel positively towards you, even people who previously didn't like you. You don't need to ask for something big, simply borrow a pen, ask them to save a seat, or request a simple piece of advice. When someone invests in you, even in a small way, they start to feel more connected. And it's this connection that serves as the first step in making them like you, naturally and without any effort. 5. Reverse value effect. A big mistake that causes many people to lose their appeal is being too predictable and too accessible. When you're always available, always accommodating others, you send an unspoken message. I need you more than you need me. This causes you to unintentionally lose value. However, when you know how to create purposeful uncertainty, you naturally begin to attract others. That's the power of reverse value. The principle is simple. Don't give attention and recognition freely. Instead, give selectively, reward behavior, not presence. When someone does something impressive, shows effort, or demonstrates subtlety, you acknowledge them with a look, a smile, or a brief compliment. But if they are indifferent or make no effort, keep your distance. Start by texting happily, then take a few hours to pause. They will begin to wonder, what did I do wrong? And why are they silent? This curiosity and uncertainty will trigger a powerful attraction in their minds, making them think about you constantly. 6. Strategic silence. In communication, most people make the mistake of trying to fill every gap with words. But the truth is, silence at the right moment can be more powerful than words. When you ask an interesting question, don't rush to jump in, remain silent. Wait for the other person to finish their answer, then silently count 2 to 3 seconds before responding. That brief pause creates the impression that you're truly listening and reflecting, something very few people manage to do in today's fast-paced world. A small tip is to repeat the last few words of their answer with a curious expression, for example, "Just got back from traveling?" This makes the person feel noticed and encourages them to share more. When people feel heard, they naturally grow fond of you. Not because you speak well, but because you make them feel understood, and that's how you build a deep connection without having to carry the weight of constantly speaking. 7. The disappearance trick. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to make others appreciate you more is to disappear strategically. When you're always present, always ready to text, and respond immediately, your presence becomes too familiar, and over time, it can be easily overlooked. But when you know how to step back at the right moment, you create a sense of absence, and that absence increases your value in the eyes of others. For example, when a conversation is going well, instead of dragging it on for hours, end it at the peak with a reasonable excuse. This makes the other person feel regretful and eager to see you again next time. This is a tactic that many speakers, artists, and naturally charismatic individuals use. They don't allow their presence to become mundane, but always know how to make others long for their return. 8. Smart compliments, dark compliments. Most people compliment in a direct, repetitive way, making their praise sound shallow and insincere. The secret to becoming more attractive lies in using reverse compliments, a subtle form of praise that makes the listener feel genuinely recognized. Instead of saying, "You're really smart," try saying, "The way you handled that situation was really clever. I never would have thought of that approach." When you link a compliment to a specific action, the recipient feels that the praise is meaningful and truly earned. Another tip is to give indirect compliments. Instead of telling them directly, let them overhear you speaking well of them to someone else. For example, "She stays so calm under pressure," exactly the kind of person who makes a true leader. This kind of compliment feels deeper, as it's not aimed at flattering them. It's a way to make others like you sustainably, because you make them feel genuinely valued, not because you need them to like you. And there you have it, 8 game-changing psychological tricks that will make people like you almost instantly. Whether you're looking to enhance your personal relationships, win over tough crowds, or even convert your critics into supporters, these strategies will give you the edge you need. So, next time you're meeting someone new or navigating a tricky social situation, remember these tips and watch how people are drawn to you effortlessly. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with anyone who could use these secrets to build stronger connections. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.